नमस्कार, बहुत बहुत स्वागत है गाइज आपके अपने चैनल KFCS पर और क्रिकेट वाला पर। तो गाइज आज जो हमारे साथ है जिनका चैनल है क्रिकेट वाला, पहली बार अपीयरेंस है और आप लोग इनको देख के सोच रहे होंगे कि शायद चैनल मेरा चल रहा है, बट नहीं, ये चैनल जो है भावेश जी का है, दूसरा चैनल है। तो भावेश जी थोड़ा इनको बताइए अपने चैनल के बारे में, क्योंकि ये थोड़े अनजान है, इनको लग रहा है कि मेरा ही दूसरा चैनल चल रहा है।
देखिए, ये जो क्रिकेट वाला चैनल है वो मेरा ही है एंड वेरी सून आई विल बी एक्टिव ऑन दैट पर्टिकुलर चैनल। वो बहुत बड़ा बनने वाला है और मैं उस पर सब्सक्राइबर बनाने में काम भी कर रहा हूँ। और अब से मेरा इनका टाइम थोड़ा सा कोरिलेट कर जाता था, लेकिन अब हम कोशिश करेंगे अलग अलग टाइम पे हम आए लाइव, ताकि मैं आपके साथ क्रिकेट की बातें करने के लिए रूबरू होने के लिए जुड़ सकूँ। तो सारे क्रिकेट वाला फैंस है इस वीडियो जरूर देखें, सपोर्ट करें, क्योंकि ये मेरा ही चैनल है और मैं ही इसको चलाता हूँ।
तो अश्विनी जी बहुत बहुत स्वागत है आपका। और अश्विनी जी, जब आज श्रीलंका का मैच हो रहा था, 5 विकेट लिए हसरंगा ने, मेरे को आपकी प्रिडिक्शन याद आ गई। खा गई हसरंगा पूरी टीम को।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल। थैंक यू कुणाल, मेरे को स्ट्रीम पे लेने के लिए, और भवेश भाई और पवन को देखकर बहुत अच्छा लगा।
या सो वेलकम पवन आफ्टर अ लॉन्ग टाइम।
Yeah, I've been a bit busy, yes, but yeah, it finally came to your channel.
एंड
Yeah,
एंड कांग्रेचुलेशंस फॉर बैक टू बैक विन फॉर श्रीलंका एंड बैक टू बैक फाइपर फॉर हसरंगा आल्सो।
yeah, it's good. Anyways, I knew that Sri Lanka will be comfortable in these qualifiers. Now the big stage is now somehow to qualify for the ODI World Cup. I think definitely with the way that Ireland is performing right now, I think we can easily beat Ireland. And Scotland, I don't think is going to be a challenge. So now we have to focus on the Super Six. I think that is where we have to play all 5 teams, including West Indies and Zimbabwe. So I think there is going to be the challenge in the Super Six, somehow get to the top two and then reach the finals. I mean, finals obviously it secures us to be in the ODI World Cup. Doesn't matter the result of the finals. So hopefully we can go there. I think Sri Lanka on the right path right now. I think they can definitely go to the ODI World Cup, but we cannot be so confident about these 2 wins. But somehow get to the Super Six first, try to beat West Indies and Zimbabwe, and then we can boost our confidence.
Yeah. So Pawan, you have any update about Dushmanta Chamira? What happened? Back to back two matches
He's having a
and he's
back
not
injury
available.
at the moment. I think he was not fit for today's match against Oman. Hopefully, he'll be fit for the next match, is what we are saying. But I think most likely might come to the Super Six stages, is what we are getting. I mean, I'm getting news from. So let's see what it goes. I mean, it happens. I mean, Chamira is just coming off after a huge injury layoff. So let's see. My hope Chamira can recover quickly and come soon.
Yeah. Okay. So now, first of all, we will discuss about the squad that they have announced. Yesterday, we have discussed with Ashwini, Mr. Ashwini. Also, they told the name, few names like Mukesh Kumar is there in the squad. I think they are told about Jaidev Udnatkar, Yashasvi Jaiswal. But first question from Bhavesh. भावेश जी, मेरे को ये बताइए पहले कि क्या विजन है बीसीसीआई का, क्योंकि मेरे को थोड़ा समझ नहीं आया। अगर आप मिडिल ऑर्डर बैट्समैन को ओपनर के साथ अगर एक्सचेंज करेंगे तो टीम का बैलेंस नहीं बिगड़ेगा। ऋतुराज गायकवाड़ आ रहे हैं, यशस्वी जायसवाल है। यशस्वी जायसवाल को आप क्या थर्ड नंबर खिलाएंगे या शुभमन गिल नीचे आएंगे?
First of all, I'm very disappointed that Cheteshwar Pujara is not the part of the setup. I'm always a big fan of Chepu. I don't think that he is dropped. He might be on rest, just like Mohammad Shami, because the way he's performed in the recent English county cricket for Sussex, that is really good. Although it is a tier two of the county cricket, but the way he's performing as a captain, that is really eye pleasing. And very soon Sussex might move into the first division due to the contribution of Cheteshwar Pujara.
Yeah.
So, as you asked that who will be replaced, Chepu at number 3 at one down. So I'm a bit surprised that there are so many openers in the team. Just like you mentioned, Rutraj Gaikwad, he always play as an opener, even in the domestic circuit for Maharashtra. And
Yeah.
you're talking about Yashasvi Jaiswal, he's also opener too for Mumbai.
Yeah.
So Shubman Gill, Rohit Sharma is already there. You have two other options in the as an opener in the backup. So I think that Yashasvi Jaiswal will get a nod at number 3, because sometimes what happened, he also think that he's a very good number 3 batsman and he's a very genuine batsman who can face the new ball. And I don't think that there is too much difference to play as an opener at number 3, because if a batsman got out very early, number 3 batsman will just play like an opener. So
Yeah.
I don't think that it is a very much bigger deal for it. But my heart says Yashasvi Jaiswal should play, but my brain suggests that Ruturaj Gaikwad will be preferred over Yashasvi due to his experience. And whoever will going to choose, they will bat number three.
Yeah. Okay. If I talk about the bowler also, whom you take the first three bowlers? If they pick three bowlers for a match,
Look, the medium pace strength of India is looking little thin. Honestly speaking, they haven't picked good quality bowlers. At least they include some quality players from the domestic circuit, but they prefer Jaydev Unadkat. They prefer Mukesh Kumar. With no disrespect for Jaydev Unadkat and this guy that is called Shardul Thakur, they are not a top class bowler who can lead the Indian bowling attack in the absence of bigger guys like Shami or Bumrah. So I think that Jaydev Unadkat will definitely going to play due to his experience in international cricket. He's the more experienced player out of all. So my three pacers would be Jaydev Unadkat, Mohammad Siraj, and Shardul Thakur.
ओके। तो अश्विनी जी, कल आपसे बात हो गई थी तो मेरे हिसाब से आपके तीन पेसर मुझे लगता है मोहम्मद सिराज, मुकेश कुमार और उदनाटकट, या कोई और भी है
Yeah,
इनमें से
I
एक?
think first of all, if I come to the selection, you are right about that middle order. I think problem is there for India. If you saw in the past 2 years, I think not only Pujara, the likes of Virat Kohli and Rahane who come backs after I think few matches there. So I think there is a, you can say that double-edged sword by the selectors. I can't understand what actually selectors thinking about the selection scenario there. If you want to replace an middle order batsman, then you have to pick an middle order batsman too. I don't know where is the likes of Hanuma Vihari. Obviously, Hanuma Vihari doesn't have that performances, but if you remember that guy has scored 100 in West Indies 2 3 years ago. That against I think very good West Indies pace attack. And mind you, this West Indies pace
Bro, he's
attack is
not match fit. Bro,
yeah
he's
yeah
not match fit.
yeah yeah, you're right. He's not match fit, but I think uh, India in that regard, I think they need to find out that middle order option. We have too many openers are there. If I consider from domestic staff, then there are Abhimanyu Ishwaran, there Priyank Panchal is there. So these guys have
Even
first.
these two guys are also opener too.
Yeah, that's
Priyank
why I said.
Panchal and
Yeah, yeah.
Ishwaran.
That's why I said that these guys are openers too. So in that case, you have to select these guys earlier than Rituraj Gaikwad and Yashasvi Jaiswal. Obviously, we all know that Yashasvi Jaiswal looks like the three format player that India is finding after Shubman Gill. But if you try out any opener there, I would don't you can select Rituraj Gaikwad because I saw his progress in white ball cricket more than red ball. I know that he has that lot of potential there. Played you can say that lot of attacking shots there, and we like these sort of players. But that like guys like Priyank Panchal, Abhimanyu Ishwaran, they playing 2 3 years from India A there. So these guys has first right to select for India. And same with I think Sarfraz Khan. Sarfraz Khan, I think he scored 2 3 lot of runs in domestic cricket from the past 2 3 years. So where is those guys? So I think in that case, selectors are faulted a bit, and they selected Navdeep Saini in red ball cricket. That is also questionable. Navdeep Saini over the years is struggling from fitness there. I don't know if he's selected. Obviously, he's trying to play for county for Gloucestershire, but you don't expect match fitness from Navdeep Saini. So in that case, I am bit reluctant. And vice versa, you selected Jaydev Unadkat for white ball cricket. That is also very questionable. If you want to select Jaydev Unadkat in white ball, then where is Arshdeep? Arshdeep is a obviously is a proven performer in T20, but that guy is 8 to 9 years younger than Arshdeep. So in this case, India is faltering their selection. They don't know which players they want to pick in the format. So I would like to see some good additions in Indian lineup, and most of the most big question is, where is your chairman selection of uh, chairman of selection committee? India is is clearly lacking in that department. They don't have any chairman of selection committee there. After departing of Chetan Sharma, you are searching for a chairman of the selection committee. So I think this is a big slap for in the face of Indian cricket, that they don't have the chairman of selection committees there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Pavan, coming to you, whom you think is a number
Just
three?
one
Number
point
three.
I want to add in the points of Mr. Rana, that why we should
Yes.
not go with Sudeep Garami. He continuously perform good for Bengal. He's a specialist number three. We just need to realize that number three is a specialized position, especially in the Test cricket. As you can see, the players all around the world, they have the number three player who anchor the inning, who go long, who always build the inning, and who play for the sessions. So I think that the Sudeep Garami can easily play that role. He's also a left-hand batsman. We are lacking a left-hand batsman in our middle order in the absence of Rishabh Pant. So he also provides that option to us. So we can think about Sudeep Garami, and one more option we can consider, that is Yash Dhul. Yeah, he failed terribly in the IPL, but these are the different formats. He's always good with the longer formats like 50 over and Ranji cricket. And we can also consider the former under 19 captain, that is Priyam Garg. So these are certain
Yeah.
options I want to put forward. These are the players who continuously played number three as a specialist batsman.
Yeah, Bhavesh, but my point is, I think there is a bridge between the domestic cricket and your Indian team, that is India A. In the past 1 or 2 years, you can't play India A matches. So if these guys performed in Ranji Trophy, then selected to India A, then that's a pathway to the Indian team. So you give the name of Yashdul Priyam Garg. They are not even, I think, in the top 10 or top 15 in the leading run getters there. Yashdul, obviously, in the previous year, I think he showed a lot of promise, but Yashdul has lot of time left. I think he's very very young, so he need, I think, time to develop his game. So in that case, I think India is clearly lacking in that department. They don't need to find that you can say that link between their from domestic cricket to international cricket, that middle order option. So three options that are clearly visible for me, but those guys are not fit clearly. The Anuma Vihari, KL Rahul, and Shreyas
You don't
Iyer.
even say a point. You don't even say a point towards Sudeep Garami. He played the final of the
Yeah, yeah,
Ranji tournament.
yeah,
Bengal.
Bhavesh, bhai, I didn't
And
watch
he
him.
was one
That's
of the
why
highest run getters. He was one
yeah.
of the highest run getters from last 2 seasons.
Yeah, I didn't watch him play. That's why I didn't pick his name. So in that case, I think if India want to play it at number three, I think Shubman Gill is the right option. Shubman Gill, because he's playing number three for his Ranji side, that is Punjab there, and he can play Ricky Ponting type of game at number three position. And if you see in the future, I think Rohit Sharma might not be playing in another 2 years. So you had to develop that opener's role. So I think in that case, India should try Yashasvi Jaiswal at the top, and his opening partner, they need to pick him, whether it's KL Rahul, Mayank Agarwal, Abhimanyu Ishwaran, Priyank Patel. They had to find it. We have lot of opening options, but the main problem is when this lot of Pujara, Kohli, and Rahane is gone, who are your middle order options?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So coming to Pavan, I think you see the squad. Who is your number three, Pavan? Ruturaj Gaikwad,
Uh,
Gill,
I
or
think I agree with
Jaiswal?
Ashwani. I think it should be Shubman Gill because I think Shubman Gill, he has the capability of even batting at number three. We know, like in Test cricket, I mean, mainly I think he can play that anchor role. He can play that aggressor role. I would feel like Yashasvi Jaiswal should open with Rohit Sharma, just to give that balance, especially left hand, right hand. I know it doesn't depend so much on Test, but I still think that Yashasvi might feel a bit of pressure if he bats at number three, because that's a role that usually Pujara does. And yeah, as Bhavesh said, even I'm disappointed like Pujara getting dropped just because of WTC finals. That is simply not fair, because I mean it's just one match and it was in England. I know a lot of people are criticizing obviously the way that he got dismissed in the WTC finals, and he had so much preparation leading to the WTC finals, playing for Sussex, but still, I think Pujara should have given at least one more series with the caliber he has, the number of runs he has scored for India in the past. I feel like Pujara deserved another chance, but BCCI think always differently. They did the same to Pujara. Sorry, Rahane also 2 years back. Now he's back in the squad. So I just hope Pujara can come back with a strong Ranji Trophy domestic. But yeah, I agree with Ashwani totally. I think Gill should bat at number three because I just feel like Yashasvi Jaiswal being too young, I just don't want him to play at that number three role because usually he's an opener and you should just give him the chance of being open. And Shubman Gill has played many tests now, so I think he can adjust to that number three role. But yeah, talking about the squad, very disappointed. I mean, I don't understand why Gaikwad is being added seriously when there are players like Safras Khan, who has a 80 average. When there are players like Priyank Panchal, Abhinav Ishwaran, who's been playing 2 years brilliantly in domestic cricket, and even what Bhavesh said, that play also had a good average as well. So I don't know how. I mean, there are better players who have better averages in first class cricket, and you're going with Gaikwad who has average of 40. It doesn't make sense just because he's doing well in IPL doesn't mean that he's going to do well in test cricket. And you have Jaiswal, who's proven he has an average of around 70, 80 in first class. He's proven in many matches in first class cricket, so he deserves a place for sure. But Gaikwad's place is a question mark for me because when and you have too many opening batters also, and you needed middle order batsmen. You don't have Shreyas Iyer, you don't have Rishabh Pant, you don't have even Surya Kumar Yadav was added in the WTC final squad. He's been dropped from the West Indies tour. So I don't understand. Like they're selecting completely different players from WTC final. They want to go with a fresh group of players when they had players like Surya Kumar Yadav who could have played this West Indies series. By the way, this is a series against West Indies. Could have been experimental. Why would you drop these players who were in the WTC final from the West Indies Test series? I don't understand. And then bowling wise. I don't know. I don't know why they've selected Navdeep Saini in the first place.
Yeah.
It's a big question mark for me because I mean Mukesh Kumar, yes, he is proven in international. I mean red ball cricket, but I mean when there are other bowlers, I mean I don't understand. I mean Shami, yes, I think reason I think he must be rested in the test tour. I don't know the reason why
Yeah.
Shami is not included in this test series.
Rested.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
Pawan, I think in place of Navdeep Saini, they can pick Ishan Poral or Akash Deep because the
Arshdeep should have been taken because
no, no,
Arshdeep
no,
was
no. I said Akash Deep, not Arshdeep. Akash Deep because the trio of that Bengal team, Mukesh Kumar, Akash Deep, and Ishan Poral, these are three standout performers from the Bengal team from the past 2 to 3 years under the tutelage of Mr. Arun Lal. So I saw their bowling. They are, you can say, that perfect kind of red ball bowlers which India requires. Obviously, they don't have that pace of 140s, but with the Duke's ball, obviously the series which played in the West Indies, they played with the Duke's ball, so they can be very effective there. So in that case, I think they pick Akash Deep in place of Navdeep Saini. Navdeep Saini, no doubt, he also played lot of Ranji cricket, but his fitness is questionable. You can't depend upon his fitness because in the past 1 or 2 years he continuously injured.
Yeah, I mean, for me, rather than Akashdeep, I would have. I don't know why Umran Malik, first of all, is in the ODI squad. I feel like Umran Malik should have been in the test squad with the way that he is
Guys,
performing in the red ball
guys,
cricket and what
nobody
has
is
been
talking about Avesh Khan. Avesh Khan is also not a bad option. He's way better
yes,
than Navdeep
good
Saini.
option.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
what,
he
yeah.
had a pretty
Avesh
good
Khan
And
is a
Ranji
even,
good option.
Trophy. Yeah, he had a pretty good
yeah,
Ranji Trophy season last year.
yeah,
yeah.
even a tall, lanky guy from Karnataka. His name is Vidvat Kavirappa, if you know about him.
Yes.
Yeah,
He's a
Yes,
new
Kavirappa,
ball
yes.
yes.
bowler. Yeah, he's a new ball bowler.
That's what I'm
He's
saying.
one of
These
the
sort of
he's
bowlers should have been.
one for the future, Vidvat Kavirappa.
Yeah.
This is
Yes.
what that's why I'm saying these bowlers should have been considered ahead of signings in a place like I mean because
Even
yes,
why not
signings have been
Chetan
recorded.
Sakaria? Even why not Chetan
Yeah,
Sakaria? He's a very
exactly.
good
Chetan
bowler.
Sakaria has been doing well for Saurashtra. I was just coming to that also. And Chetan Sakaria has been doing very well in the past few years. Played for in Ranji Trophy, played for even for those matches also Irani Trophy as well. He was doing well. So I don't know why they're selecting these sort of players like Navdeep Saini. I'm very disappointed with certain selections. Yes, I understand like Jaidev Unadkat, Mukesh Kumar, they deserve a chance, especially
Yeah,
Mukesh
yeah.
Kumar, the way that he's been bowling for Bengal. I think he deserves a chance in the test squad. So no doubt about that.
No, Navdeep was very ordinary even in the county cricket. He was very ordinary.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I think a bowler like Kavirappa or I mean Sakaria, any bowlers of that, or even Akash Deep could have suited if they didn't want a left arm pace, another left arm pacer
Yeah,
because they
I
already have
think
Munaf, but they could have
one
gone for a Kavirappa or Akash Deep.
Pawan,
Simple solution.
one more option I add, that is Sandeep Warrior. Sandeep Warrior is playing constantly
No,
for
no.
India. Eh?
He's
The,
only bowled at the pace of 120, 125. His
yeah,
pace will not make any way.
Pavesh bhai, just listen, just listen. I saw Sandeep Warrior from the
It's just
past.
international
Yeah,
cricket. It's not international
yeah,
material at all.
yeah. I knew. I just saw him from the past 2 3 years.
I
That
saw his
guy,
sample matches.
he is very good red ball bowler. I saw him. I think he doesn't bowl in 120s. He's bowling around 130s to 140s. His speed is between 130s to
He
140s.
consistently hit 128 to 132.
No. He's good at. He's bowling over 135. I saw him
Come
bowling.
on, bro.
Obviously,
When
obviously,
you have you seen the match
obviously.
in your own dreams?
No. I saw him bold. I saw him bold there. That's why I'm speaking.
Yeah, but
I have
coming back
watched
to
at
my point.
BCCI TV
Okay,
every time, all the matches.
all right. But coming back to my
Personally,
point.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, middle order batsman, yes, I think they are lacking. That's why I think a batsman like Safras Khan could have easily replaced Gaikwad. I don't know how many openers they have
Why there is
actually in the
so
four
much
openers.
injustice with Sarfaraz Khan, guys? Why there is injustice with
Yeah.
Sarfaraz? They pick Rituraj
That's a
Gaikwad,
question
they
mark.
pick Yashasvi Jaiswal, but why not Sarfaraz Khan?
Question mark to be said to
I
the
think
Indian
I think
board,
they don't
BCCI.
pick
Yeah,
Sarfaraz Khan.
there are many batsmen who could have been chosen. Sarfaraz Khan, Priyak Panchal,
Ishwar.
Abhimanyu Ishwaran, and Priyak Panchal have been doing very well in India A for such a
Sarfaraz
long
Khan is
time.
the daddy of
Yet
all
they
these
are not.
players. Sarfaraz Khan is the daddy of all these players. If you look at the
Come on, but
stats,
Easwaran also has been working hard though, Bravesh. Come on, I mean, Easwaran last
See,
2 3 years he's been consistent.
last
Yes,
2 or 3 years, you have Virat Kohli who's out of form. You have Ajinkya Rahane out of form.
The form.
Cheteshwar Pujara out of form. Any of these
So why
batsmen
aren't
could
they
have come and
replacing these
taken their
players? This is
Yeah.
a
place.
West Indies tour. This is a time for them to experiment, not for them to go with a strong squad and all. WTC finals
Yeah.
done. This is
Actually,
West Indies. Come on, guys. I mean, you have
I
to
have no
experiment with
issue with
players
the
coming on
I
now.
have no issue with the Pujara being dropped for this tour. I mean, just because he's dropped for West Indies tour doesn't mean they have just let him go of him permanently. He can come back for South Africa tour, difficult tours like that.
Yeah.
South Africa tour, Australia tour, but those kind of tours, Pujara's experience is valuable, yeah, in my mind. But for West Indies tour, you
guys, I have a question from
Indian
all of you
players.
that why the mediocre players like Cheteshwar Pujara, Ajinkya Rahane, they become the scapegoat after the defeat against any top class nation their own soil. Why they not drop Rohit Sharma or Virat Kohli? Because if you look at the stats, they are not performing well from last 3 years in the foreign soil.
I think I will want to give the answer of this because of that broadcast factor. Because
Even Virat Kohli is not even playing Ranji cricket as well as county cricket.
I knew because because Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli gives your broadcast values as compared to Pujara and Rahane, so that's why they
But
want
come
to.
on,
They,
Ashwani. I mean,
Oh my God.
I knew.
broadcast venue,
Virat Kohli and
broadcast
Rohit
you.
Sharma, they played IPL for 2 years and they are the iconic players of their franchises. Will Mumbai Indians let Rohit Sharma go and play county cricket during IPL? No.
No.
So
Will
that's what.
RCB
So
let
what
Virat
is it?
Kohli go and play county cricket during IPL? No. Okay. So if these players, they were playing IPL until 1 week before the World Test Championship final. That's not
Yeah.
a way to prepare for the final at
Hmm.
all. 10 out
Okay.
of 11 Indian players who played in the World Test Championship final were playing IPL. In fact, 5 of the 11 players in the Indian team in the World Test Championship final were playing the IPL final.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
they were not
that's the
prepared
problem.
for this final. Among Australians who played in IPL, only David
Only
Warner and
David
Our
Warner and Cameron
David
Green.
Warner
our
Green.
lost
so-called
before
stars
the
should learn
playoffs.
something
Then
from Australia.
Cameron Green.
They should learn something from Mitchell Stark, who always not coming in the auctions. If he come in the mini auction, he can easily sold for 20 crore rupees. Mitchell Stark.
the thing is they should have stopped these Indian players from playing the playoffs. That's a simple thing. Just play the. Why is
Simple.
IPL so big for them than the WTC final? WTC final is ICC tournament. IPL you can even go next year and win the trophy also. It's just this
See, and
WTC final is
players
two
like
years.
Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma, they are not going to lose money by not playing IPL
Yeah,
playoffs.
Yeah.
They are loaded with money. They don't
That's
need
what.
to
yeah,
play playoffs. They are not some what to say players who
Same
just
with
entered
Shubman Gill.
IPL yesterday.
yeah,
Shubman Gill,
They
these
don't have
sort of
money.
players.
yeah. I
Shami,
think
Shubman Gill, these players shouldn't have played the IPL final. So I don't understand why
Guys,
they're
you
being
know what?
Not
contracted.
Even
only
when Big
not
Bash is
only
going
did
on, Australia play ODI or Test cricket parallelly.
yeah,
And even guys
yes.
like Warner Smith, they don't play in Big Bash.
yeah,
Yeah,
That's what.
absolutely. In fact, Pawan, not only did these five players who was in the final, Jadeja, Rahane, Shubman Gill,
Yeah,
Mohammad Shami, and KS Bharat.
yes, Bharat.
Not only did these guys, even after the final was postponed by one day, they still stayed and played the final
mm,
till middle of the night. They played the final. So
yeah.
they
I
lost even
think,
more time.
I think Rahul, I think these things should be sorted out before the IPL. I think when the IPL started in 2008, I think BCCI should talk to their to IPL franchisee that time that there should be marker between the games that these guys should play. Now you can't do anything
Things
because
things
because
have
because,
changed
because you allowed
a
such
lot.
things.
Yes.
And what has
Because you
been the
allowed
Thing is
benefit
such.
of IPL? I
things
mean,
have
India
changed
hasn't
a
won a
lot, but
T20 World Cup.
I'll say one thing. I'll say one thing. BCCI and Rohit Sharma, they supposedly on New Year's Day this year had some discussion about prioritizing international cricket
Yeah,
over IPL, and then this happened. This preparation happened. So, what discussion did they have? That is my question. What discussion did they have? That time they should have discussed. We'll either like schedule IPL earlier. We'll have IPL earlier, or we'll have more double headers. Somehow finish the IPL quickly. If you cannot skip a single IPL match, let's say, then schedule IPL earlier or have more double headers. Finish the IPL
Mm,
early, or you have to skip IPL matches and go to England much
that's
earlier.
what.
This should have been
Simple.
discussed during the New Year. But
I
so, what discussion did they have during the that
They have
so-called
interest for
discussion over
money in the
yeah,
prioritizing
IPL.
yeah,
international
They
I
don't
think
have
cricket?
I
interest
think
for
I
WTC
think
final.
that's why I said I think that BCCI should talk to that IPL management that there should be a line between how many matches the contracted player should play. If you saw in the case of Mohammad Siraj and Mohammad Shami, these are your two valuable bowlers. They play each and every IPL game, and you should know that after 1 week your WTC final is on the way, and you
Uh,
continuously play all the games. So in that case, there should be a marker for batsmen and the bowlers that they
I
have at
I'm not a
least
big
seven
fan of
matches.
interrupting
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
I'm not a big fan of interrupting something, but I want to add one good point.
yes, sir.
That during WTC final, I follow the whole match on Creek Bus. I read one beautiful comment, and you guys might be agree with it. A guy write that you can see the difference between Indian bowlers and Australian bowlers on the same track. Indian bowlers bowl in the conducive conditions on day one of the match.
Yeah,
They have got the pressure wicket, fresh track, overcast condition, but they're not able to talk the ball. They're not even able to make the carry towards the keeper. But on the other hand, on the day two when the sun is shining, when there is a clear sunny day, Australian bowlers just breathing fire. So the difference is there is that Indian bowler get exhausted during the IPL matches. They not get the empathy to prepare for the WTC final. On the other hand, the guys like Mitchell Stark, Boland, Hazelwood not play in the for the RCB because Australian Cricket Board haven't given him the clearance to play for the RCB in many of the matches. So you can clearly see the difference between the strategy of the two boards. Australian team always prioritize their nationalism, their national cricket over the club cricket like Big Bash. This is the difference.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
think one thing they also
Yeah.
took. I think in Big Bash they reduced the number of matches they played in the
Yeah,
Big
from
Bash.
next season.
Yeah,
So
they're going to
so
reduce
that's
the
the
number of matches.
yeah they create that a great step. Will IPL do this thing?
IPL it will
No,
increase only.
IPL will
It
only
won't decrease.
expand even more. They'll make it longer and longer. They'll have two
Yeah,
IPLs, three
yeah,
IPLs per year. That is
And what has
what
been
they
the
are more
benefit for
likely to
IPL
do.
also? Benefit means no ICC trophy for 10 years also. And I mean, they're
Yeah,
prioritizing
today
IPL
marks
still
the 10-year
at this
anniversary
end
of no
also.
ICC trophies. It's a 10-year anniversary today. Oh, hopefully that we won't be sitting here in one year's time with 11th anniversary. I hope not.
Yeah.
So
Never know. Never know with how Rohit Sharma is
no,
planning
actually, you
and
see one
how.
thing you notice when the Indian team is playing, almost every month you see players skipping tours and saying workload management, they are tired, they need rest
But
and all
nothing for
that.
IPL. Nothing for
Yeah,
IPL though. Still.
during IPL they can play 14 matches, 20 matches in 2 months. They're not tired. But last year,
Mm,
I think prime example, after T20 World Cup, they played what, 6 matches in 3 weeks. They played
yeah.
6 matches in 3 weeks and said
Mm,
we are tired. We cannot go next door to New Zealand and play a series. Had the next tournament been IPL, Rohit Sharma will probably go swimming across Indian Ocean all the way to Marine Drive to get ready for IPL.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but
Yeah,
guys, we can't.
in reality, it's not being tired or anything. It's just the priorities.
Yeah.
It's not
true.
the
Exactly.
tiredness or anything. It's just the priorities. That's all.
Mm, a bit
I
got it.
think,
But guy,
yeah.
yes,
I think
yes, yes, continue.
BCCI should need to be strict regarding this. Obviously, we're talking about every day, every year that there is a workload management, but there is a solution for these things, and they need to take these steps quickly. And we can't talking this to in every year, every day. I think so. BCCI should do these things and take that step, because otherwise, I think Indian players will be bore down mentally and physically. So you can't
Uh,
Thing
Ashwini,
is,
Kunal, Pavan, you are the
BCCI.
good. Ashwini, Kunal, and you are the good observer of the cricket. Why India haven't find a quality wicketkeeper batsman, a left-handed middle order batsman, as well as a 150 km per hour bowler in the Test matches? It is the richest sport, 140 crore population. But what is the reason they're not able to find out these answers? A quality keeper batsman, a left-handed middle order batsman, a medium pace all-rounder, and a 150 km hour bowler.
yeah
These are the major concerning area for the Indian team.
yeah, I will give the answer, but I will speak in Hindi. So Pawan,
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
yes,
no
need
yes.
worries.
या या पहली बात, आपका जवाब देने से पहले मैं बोलूं कि जो इंडिया का ओवर द इयर्स आपने कल्चर देखा है, 1932 से जब से इंडिया ने क्रिकेट खेलना शुरू किया है, हमारा जो प्रायोरिटाइज रहा है, हमें पता है कि हम एज ए बैटिंग नेशन है, तो जो हमारे कोचिज है वो नॉर्मली सिखाते हैं स्विंग बॉलिंग पर, उनका ज्यादा फोकस रहता है। नेचुरल पेस पे थोड़ा हमारा काम है। हमने ट्राई भी किया है, MRF पेस अकेडमी भी हमने लॉन्च की डेनिस लीरी की ट्यूटलेज में, उसके बाद मफत लाल BCA स्कीम भी लॉन्च किया। तो आई थिंक हमने काफी कोशिशें की हैं कि हमारे पास फास्ट बॉलर्स है। ऐसा नहीं है कि फास्ट बॉलर्स हमारे पास आए भी है। 1980s में अगर देखा जाए, TS शेखर आए जो दिल्ली कैपिटल्स, जो दिल्ली डेयर डेविल्स के साथ जुड़े थे, बट वो भी इंजरी का शिकार हो गए। देन द गाइस कॉल्ड सलील अंकोला, even the likes of Balwinder Singh Senior is there. He's from my area, Punjab side. He's bowling 140 to 145. But the main reason, if we compare to the Pakistan, I think अगर पाकिस्तान में वहां पर देखें तो उनका जो गाइडेंस था वो था इमरान खान वहां पर काउंटी क्रिकेट खेलता था, काउंटी क्रिकेट ससेक्स की तरफ से खेलता था। देन ही प्लेड फॉर आई थिंक साउथ ऑस्ट्रेलिया देयर, सो ही न्यू the psyche of fast bowlers there. Plus he used to train a lot with their foreign fast bowlers there. So वहां से उसने वो कल्चर पाकिस्तान की टीम में लाया। जो पाकिस्तान के जो आपके वसीम अकरम है, वकार यूनिस है, उसने उनको ट्रेन किया। अगर वो इंजरी होते तो वो बताता था कि आपको रिहैब किस तरह से करना है। इस केस में हमारे इंडियन बॉलर्स थोड़ा लकी रहे। दो हमारे पास कपिल देव था, बट कपिल देव इज एन आउट एंड आउट स्विंग बॉलर, ही इज नॉट योर 145 टू 150। प्लस इमरान खान जब जब बाहर खेलना शुरू किया वहां पर, ही इज आल्सो हिज एक्शन इज वेरी, यू कैन से दैट वेरी रॉन्ग देयर। सो अंडर द ट्यूटलेज ऑफ जॉन स्नो उसने अपना एक्शन चेंज किया। प्लस ही हैज द विल टू बॉल फास्ट, उसको तेज डालने का शौक था, और यही चीज उसने बाकी पाकिस्तान के जो प्लेयर्स हैं वहां पर मैं कहूंगा कि उसको गिव अवे दिया। तो दैट्स व्हाई द कल्चर आल्सो प्ले बिग रोल। बट ओवर द इयर्स इन द पास्ट आई कैन से दैट 5 to 10 years जो हमारा फास्ट बॉलिंग का कल्चर है वो डेवलप हुआ है। अगर आप विराट कोहली देखें, विराट कोहली हमेशा से उसका फास्ट बॉलिंग पे लाइकिंग रहा है। नॉर्थ साइड से बिलोंग करता है, थोड़ा एग्रेसिव माइंडसेट का है। अगर आप धोनी से कंपैरिजन करें, धोनी इस तरह के बॉलर चाहते थे जो थोड़ा विकेट टू विकेट बॉलिंग रखे। तो आई थिंक ये माइंडसेट तो कल्चर पे डिपेंड करता है कि हम किस तरह के बॉलर्स चाहते हैं। तो आई थिंक ऐसा नहीं है कि इंडिया में फास्ट बॉलर्स नहीं है, तो वो हमें खुद ही ग्रूम करने पड़ेंगे। अगर आप फास्ट बॉलर्स 150 145 के देखना चाहते हैं तो आप जम्मू एंड कश्मीर में सर्च करें, वहां पर मैंने देखा है, वहां पर हर कोई फास्ट बॉलर बनना चाहता है। उत्तराखंड में देखे, हिमाचल में देखे, केरला में देखे, तो आपको उस तरह की एरियाज देखना पड़ेगा जहां पर जो प्लेयर्स है वहां पर स्टेमिना ज्यादा है होता है, और वहां पर जहां पर फास्ट बॉलिंग डालने का शौक है। तो मैं ये कहूंगा कि ये सब कुछ कल्चर पे डिपेंड करता है, और विल पावर होनी चाहिए फास्ट बॉलिंग करने की। एंड कमिंग टू विकेट कीपर, आई थिंक विकेट कीपर्स हैं हमारे पास। ऐसा नहीं है कि MS धोनी आया है, उससे पहले मैं कहूंगा कि किरण मोरे थे, नयन मोंगिया थे, दे आर गुड इनफ विकेट कीपर बैट्समैन एज वेल।
They
Dinesh
all are
Karthik.
average batsmen.
I
They
think
don't even have the
I think
overseas
Only
century.
Sharp
90s,
Punch right now in Test cricket is
आई थिंक
doing.
अगर आप 90s में देखें, 90s में आपके पास नॉर्मली विकेट कीपर जो बैट्समैन तो एवरेज होते थे, वो गिलक्रिस्ट ने आकर वो रिवायत तोड़ा। आई थिंक अगर आप अभी इस इंडियन टीम में देखें तो मोस्टली अगर आप पूरा इंटरनेशनल क्रिकेट का सिनारियो देखें तो हम बैट्समैन विकेट कीपर को ज्यादा चुनते हैं विकेट कीपर बैट्समैन से। तो इन दिस केस हमारे पास डोमेस्टिक क्रिकेट में अगर हम सर्च करें तो हमारे पास इस तरह के बैट्समैन आपको मिल जाएंगे। बट मोस्टली हमारी साइकी होती है कि हम पहले विकेट कीपर को ले जो पहले विकेट कीपिंग अच्छी करे। हमारे पास जो बैट्समैन विकेट कीपर है उसमें अगर देखें तो ईशान किशन है, जिसको हमने रेड बॉल क्रिकेट में ट्राई किया, इसीलिए लिया है कि वो बैटिंग अच्छी कर लेता है। अगर आप विकेट कीपिंग परस्पेक्टिव से ले तो ऑब्वियसली आपके पास रिद्धिमान शाह हैं। रिद्धिमान शाह ऑब्वियसली अब रिटायर हो चुके हैं। इवन के एस भरत इज प्योरली ए विकेट कीपर हु कैन बैट। सो इन दैट केस
He can't bat.
अगर आप सेग्रीगेट करें इस चीज को डोमेस्टिक क्रिकेट में, तो आप देखें तो ध्रुव जोरेल है, अभिषेक पौरल है जो दिल्ली कैपिटल से इस साल उन्होंने खेला है। तो मेरे को लगता है आने वाले टाइम में वो अच्छा प्लेयर साबित हो सकते हैं। मैंने जितना उनका गेम देखा है, विकेट कीपिंग भी अच्छी करते हैं और बैट्समैन भी अच्छे हैं। तो आई थिंक हमारे पास है, ऐसी बात नहीं है, थोड़ा हमें अपना दायरा थोड़ा बढ़ाना पड़ेगा। और आपका तीसरा क्वेश्चन क्या था भावेश भाई?
Left hand middle order batsman.
या लेफ्ट हैंड मिडल
Medium pace all rounder.
लेफ्ट हैंड मिडल ऑर्डर बैट्समैन हमारे पास ऑब्वियसली है, वो हमें देखना पड़ेगा। अब अगर हम इस आईपीएल में देखें, मैं रेड बॉल और व्हाइट बॉल दोनों को कंबाइन करूं, एक सेकंड मेरे को बोलने दे। अगर मैं दोनों को कंबाइन करूं तो हमारे पास जितने भी नए बैट्समैन आए हैं इस आईपीएल में, वो सभी लेफ्ट हैंडर है। चाहे आप तिलक वर्मा ले, इवन निहाल वडेरा ले, साई सुदर्शन ने, तो हमारे पास ऐसा नहीं कि लेफ्ट हैंडर बैट्समैन नहीं आए। लेफ्ट हैंडर बैट्समैन हमें इस आईपीएल में दिखे हैं। बट यस, एक लाइकिंग होती है प्लेयर्स की, इंडिया के पास नेचुरली जो बैट्समैन आते हैं वो राइटी ज्यादा अच्छे आते हैं, लेफ्टी हमारे पास उतने नहीं आए हैं बल के हिसाब से। जैसे हमारे पास सौरव गांगुली है, मिडल ऑर्डर में हमारे पास रेड्डी रही है, विनोद कांबली से लेकर युवराज सिंह मैं कहूंगा इकलौते जो ग्रेट लेफ्ट हैंडर हमारे पास आए हैं। बट अभी मैंने इस आईपीएल में देखा तो थोड़ा पॉजिटिविटी ये है कि हमारे पास जितने भी उभरते हुए यंग बैटर्स आए उनमें से मैक्सिमम लेफ्ट हैंडर्स हैं। तो इस मामले में भावेश भाई थोड़ा मैं कहूंगा कि पॉजिटिव न्यूज है कि हमारे पास लेफ्ट हैंडर्स अभी बैट्समैन मिडल में आना शुरू हो गए। सुरेश रैना, उनका भी नाम लेना भूल गया, सुरेश रैना भी थे। और मीडियम पेस ऑलराउंडर, आई थिंक ये तो इंडिया का
Yuvraj, Raina, they all are the proven failure in the Test cricket. They don't even have the average of 35 plus.
Exactly.
नहीं, मैं कर रहा हूँ रेड और व्हाइट बॉल दोनों को कंबाइंड करके बात कर रहा हूँ। रेड बॉल में आपके पास मिडल ऑर्डर में विनोद कांबली,
Yeah, I think we are talking about Test match
We are
cricket
talking
more.
about Test cricket
frequently.
at the moment.
या रेड बॉल में
Moving
अगर
on
मैं
a
कहूँ, रेड बॉल में आपके पास विनोद कांबली रहे,
looking for right now Yuvraj type players in Test cricket, then yeah, that'll be good. Like if you want to play baseball or
Nehal
something
Vadera
like
and
that.
these guys, they are not able to be successful in the Test match cricket.
Anyway, baseball is pretty borderline nonsense to me. So anyway, sorry, continue.
Mr. Iyer and Pawan, I have a question that before independence or before partition, India and Pakistan, they are one nation. And if you cross few kilometers, you reach to Pakistan.
Yeah.
But in Pakistan, every second bowler, they bowl 150 plus, and they all are 16 or 17 years old.
Yeah,
But here we have to find out one bowler who can bowl 150 kilometers out of thousands. So why this is the difference? It's something related to diet or culture of the fast bowling.
Yeah,
I
Rahul can
think
answer that.
Culture.
I don't think it's related to the diet. I think a big factor in this is India is very focused on batting, because
Batting.
just
There's a
like
batting
we have
issue.
not India has historically not produced quality fast bowlers. Pakistan has historically not produced quality batsmen. It's pretty much the same, and even
Hmm.
right now Pakistan's batting revolves around Babar Azam, and they're saying we have batsmen, but basically Babar Azam and Mohammad Rizwan are the
I
really
think I think if you saw in Pakistan's case, their godfather is Imran Khan.
Yeah.
Imran Khan is the man who trained from England and Australia, and that training he impart to their local fast bowlers there. But in
It's
case of
nothing
our side,
related to Imran Khan. He only
yes, sir.
trained the team or guide the team when he was captain. He haven't opened an academy or he haven't opened any club to
Agree.
prepare or groom the youngsters, or he haven't
भावेश
been the part of any coaching staff.
भावेश भाई फास्ट बॉलिंग डालने के लिए आपके पास मैं कहूंगा विल पावर
I
होनी
want
चाहिए
to say that Pakistani people have the interest to bowl fast. They
यस
not
यस
go for
यस
Imran Khan that
That
how
is
to
true.
bowl
That is
fast
true.
or how
Shoaib
to
Malik,
deal, how to bowl quick.
Shoaib Bakhtar,
या
Bakhtar Yunis,
भावेश
Wasim
भाई
Akram.
एक सेकंड मैं बोलूं, 70s में अगर आप पाकिस्तान की टीम को ले तो उनके पास फास्ट बॉलर का इतना स्टॉक नहीं होता था, लेकिन इमरान खान के आने के बाद उनका वो एक आइडल बना ना, जैसा हमारा आइडल सुनील गावस्कर सचिन तेंदुलकर है, उसको देखकर
But
हमने
Bhavesh,
टॉप
in that
बैटिंग
time
की।
of Imran
See,
Khan,
see, Pakistan also has the favorable conditions for fast bowling compared to
No,
yes.
no,
India. The favorable
it's equal to India. If you see in our
See,
area,
in
that
India,
Punjab
yeah,
area,
No, but
maybe in
India,
the
it's
north you
different.
are
No,
in
there
the
is.
north in North India, like maybe during winter you might find
yeah,
favorable conditions for
there's
fast
a
bowling, but in south
equal
in the south
conditions
it's
in.
very tough, especially
They are
pitches
focused
like
mainly on spinners.
Chennai,
Indians right
Bangalore.
now, India
Like
cricket.
yes,
They produce more spinners than
I
fast
have
bowlers.
heard
I
one
think in
interview
cricket.
where Pakistani players trolling Indian bowlers that they eat grasses and we eat meat. Then how can they go quick? They eat grass and we eat mutton.
It's not like that, Bhavesh. I think the thing is with Pakistan, I think they are more focused on like producing fast bowlers. And after now Shoaib Bakhtar, those kind of bowlers, they work really hard not to bowl those. I mean, 140, 150. Back then, Indian bowlers only Kapil Dev, those kind of bowlers only
I think
sort of went near
you
that.
you don't consider the name of Javagal Srinath. I think he's one of the fastest bowler in his time. Obviously, he didn't give that credit to Javagal, but he was
Yeah, yeah.
one of the best fast bowler in the 90s.
Actually, look, everybody know the name of Jawagal, Srinath and all, but if you have one example out of 1.40 billion, that it is a big shame.
नहीं भावेश भाई ऐसे
Zahir
बात
Khan was a good bowler.
नहीं
Zahir
भावेश भाई
Khan,
ऐसा बात
Ashish
नहीं है,
Mehra.
Zahir Khan was,
2000 के
but
बाद आपके पास फास्ट बॉलर्स अच्छे आए हैं, जाहिर खान है,
see, the
आप सी
golden generation of fast
yeah,
bowling in India was under Virat Kohli, in my opinion,
I think
in any format, be it especially in Test cricket, because we got
Yeah,
Jasprit Bumrah, we got Mohammad Shami, then
Mohammad
Umesh
Siraj.
Umesh
Umesh
Yadav, Ishant Sharma,
Hmm.
then later on Mohammad Siraj came along. So fast bowling culture really developed
yeah,
under Virat
Virat
Kohli,
Kohli.
because
Yeah.
under Virat Kohli, that's the first time that India actually had like multiple fast bowlers who could
Hmm.
really
yeah,
hunt in pairs, take wickets,
Exactly.
and give England, South Africa, Australia, and all of them a tough
yeah.
time
Yeah. Agreed.
overseas. In fact,
I
a
think
lot of
uh,
people, when India won a test series for the first time in 2018 and 2018 2019 in Australia, many people dismissed that, saying Australia didn't have Smith and Warner. But what also has to be acknowledged is that our fast bowling became strong enough that we could take
yeah,
advantage of Australia's weak
yeah,
batting
Rahul,
lineup. That has to be acknowledged.
yeah, one
And
correction
even
today.
don't forget that at that time, Cameron Bancroft was their first choice opening batsman.
Yeah,
They also badly missing Cameron Bancroft.
yeah, Bhavesh bhai,
Yes.
one correction is there. I think notes your Virat Kohli. I think Saurav Ganguly is the first one who enthusiast collectively find that fast bowling attitude in there. I think Saurav Ganguly पहले ऐसे कैप्टन है जिन्होंने फास्ट बॉलर्स को
But they didn't
इंडिया
win overseas
इंडिया
test matches, no? Even though
नो
Saurav
नो
Ganguly
See,
collected
Yeah,
even
they
multiple
haven't
under
win any test.
even in the
He
Saurav
only
Ganguly era, even in
he
Saurav
have
Ganguly era, there was
he have some
maybe
particular
one or two.
choices. He only preferred Nehra, Jahir Khan, and Munaf Patel type of guys.
No,
Yeah.
no. When Zahir Khan first came into the team, he's 145 above bowler. He bowled over 140s. Naira is there, but their main issues was their injury problems. Uh, when
Yeah,
Ganguly
he's a
was the
captain.
captain, he's the first
That's
one to
also in
actually,
my mind
yeah.
where Kohli comes into play, because he also
I
brought
think
in a
the
fitness
one thing,
culture into the
yes,
Indian
yes,
team. Not just
one,
fast bowling culture, but
yes, yes,
fitness culture as well, to keep the
Mm,
yeah,
fast bowlers well conditioned and
exactly.
in good fitness. So
yeah.
that
That's the
aspect is
point I
also
want to
very
have.
important when
That's
you're
a very
looking at
Yes,
important
fast
point.
bowling.
Yeah.
I think
Mm.
Ganguly is the first one who brings fast bowler, but the fitness culture will what Virat adds. I think it will give the fast bowler extra life, that 3 to 4 years more, which I think in case of Ganguly that was missing.
But the injury management is a big issue for fast bowlers, and we have
Yeah,
seen that with Bumrah and a lot of fast bowlers getting injured all of a sudden. I think that is where I think NCA, I think the BCCI needs to actually manage, because I mean they need to find out why fast bowlers are getting so injury prone. Even for Sri Lanka cricket also, we are
The
having.
main reason is the hectic schedule of IPL. You can see after each and every IPL, we lost few important players before a big tournament. I want to give the example of I want to give you the example of Jasprit Bumrah, Rohit Sharma, Ravindra Jadeja. They all got injured before the very important matches due to this hectic IPL schedule.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Pakistan, I
not
think.
only that,
Yeah.
I think
Mm.
not just the hectic IPL schedule, international schedule in general. I think this is what the Indian team has to do going forward, especially
Then what
because
is the need to play
India is
2 hour? Then what is the need to play 2 month, 15 days IPL cricket if you have the hectic schedule? You should go for the holiday or some kind of relaxation mode zone. You have to spend some time with your family
see
and relax your body.
my point is BCCI should find format
yeah.
specific players. There should be you
Mm, exactly.
devise who are your best test players and have them play test cricket alone and say screw IPL.
That's what.
Those players should say screw IPL.
Mm.
Find your best ODI players. They should also screw IPL. Don't play IPL. Let only your T20
I think
specialists play IPL just for
I
the
think
exposure. That's about
India
it.
should segregate their T20 team differently. Out Virat, Rohit,
Yeah, now
everyone.
they are
Yeah,
done. They shouldn't
yeah,
play
they're done.
focus on IPL. They
They
should
should
focus on
they
Even
should
If
our
you
control
ask
the
me,
cricket.
even our test
if you
specialists
ask
like
me
Cheteshwar Pujara,
after the ODI World Cup,
even our
after the
test
ODI
specialists
World
have the
Cup, I think
temptation to play test
Rohit and
cricket,
Kohli
IPL
also
cricket.
should be done with ODI cricket.
I'm telling you that even
That's
our
all
test
because
specialist
lot of
like
money.
Cheteshwar Pujara has a temptation to play in IPL cricket. He also come during the auctions. Pujara.
Yeah, Pujara. Okay, Pujara was playing county cricket during the IPL
He
this season.
was
At
there in
least
the
he
auction. He was there in the auction. He got dejected or rejected. That's why going to play for the county cricket.
True. So yeah, that's what test match specialist and ODI match specialist. I'm saying they should not even appear for IPL auction. They should
But this
say
is the
screw
irony on
you
on
IPL.
the
Say
basis of
screw you.
performance of T20 league. We pick up the player for the test match cricket. This is the irony of our country.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely. That is also a problem. See, Test match cricket should only be chose based on Ranji Trophy and India
Yeah,
A
yeah.
first class
Yeah.
performances. You choose ODI cricket
They
based
pick
on
a
Vijay
mediocre
Hazare
player
Trophy
like
and
Deepak. They pick a
list A
mediocre.
India A performance.
They pick a mediocre player like Deepak Hooda for the T20 World Cup due to the performances of a few matches in the IPL. And they pick up the 37 years old discarded players like DK for the for the World Cup final, such a very important event. It is the format of the youngsters, and the management only give him the duty to play only 2 overs of the death.
But Bhavesh, that's
So
the
this
thing
is
that they did
shameful.
with Rahane also no this season. They based on the IPL performance and then selected Rahane for the WTC finals.
But Rahane continuously playing in the Ranji cricket.
Yeah,
He
I
has
think
some stats to show.
Ranji Rane
he
played
has
in the
scored.
Ranji
Yeah,
Trophy.
yeah,
That's
he,
how he
Yeah, he
got in.
scored runs in Ranji cricket.
Yeah. So
You have some kind of
other thing is with
misinterruption.
Rahane,
BCCI picked him on the
see,
basis of a
Rahane
Ranji
is your
performance.
exception. Yeah. See, Rane is your exception. He not only did he score runs in the Ranji Trophy, he has played lots of Test cricket for
mm,
India
Yeah,
before, and he has the experience of playing in a World Test Championship final. I think that also played a very big factor in him coming back to the Indian team.
yeah.
but
So
I,
Experience
it's
is
not
also the
purely
but I
major
think
IPL
key.
in
players like
Rahane's
Virat
case.
Kohli and Rohit Sharma should play. I think Ranji Trophy and Irani. I mean, this is enough. I mean, especially. I mean,
See, that'll see, Pawan, that'll happen. See, after ODI World Cup, you drop Rohit and Kohli from ODI cricket. They're unlikely to play 2027 World Cup. I can pretty much be sure of that one they won't play 2027 World Cup, so drop them after the
And drop
2023
them
World
from
They
Cup.
are
IPL
Focus
royal
on the
so they
guys.
Test
can
cricket,
focus on Test
and they will
cricket.
have
They
plenty
are
of
royal guys. They
opportunities
will
to
not
play
going
in
to
Ranji Trophy.
play in the grounds like Surat or Lahali in the Ranji cricket. They are king-like players. They will not going to play in these cities.
See, that is the problem. See, players, they have a little bit of an ego with the Kohli and Rohit. It's a bit of an ego issue.
Yeah.
It's like they won't play domestic cricket. They're too big for it.
Yeah.
That's what.
That is the
That's the
problem, I
problem.
think, with a
You
lot of.
remember last time when Virat play Ranji cricket?
No, I have
I
See that
have
Ravindra Jadeja.
no
See that
idea.
Ravindra Jadeja. At least
Yeah.
last year he came and played Ranji Trophy for Saurashtra after that injury,
he's
and then
always
came to
thankful for the Saurashtra
India
cricket.
national team.
Yeah.
He play because he's thankful for Saurashtra cricket because Saurashtra cricket give him so many things.
So that is the same thing that
Yes,
Virat Kohli and
absolutely.
Rohit
Correct.
Sharma also should be doing now, rather than going for ego and
Yeah.
getting a place like
Yeah.
this.
If you saw in foreign countries, Joe Root playing for Yorkshire, Steve Smith playing for New South Wales, they don't say that we are international stars. We can't play
Yeah,
for domestic teams.
Not only Joe Root, even star players like Steve
Smith.
Smith, Kane
That's
Williamson, they
why.
go and
Even
play county
that's right.
cricket, which is
even
Yeah.
not even their
even
domestic championship.
undoubtedly
But Kohli and
even
Rohit don't
the
even play their own.
even the generational player like Steven Smith playing for Division Two in county along with Pujara for Sussex
Pujara,
for
Sussex.
preparing
Yeah.
for the
That's right.
WTC dash it.
Yes,
Yeah.
Exactly. So they are
Marnus
all Virat
Labuschagne
Kohli
absolutely.
is
and Rohit
playing for
Sharma going for
Glamorgan.
ego.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Actually,
thing is that county and IPL takes place simultaneously, so they have to pick one.
Great.
And I don't think that these guys will going to play for county by missing Ranji cricket. India got success in the 2000s because the guy like Lakshman, Virender Sehwag, Saurav
Sehwag, yeah.
Ganguly, Rahul Dravid, they all
Yep,
go to
they
play
all play
county cricket.
county.
Even Kumble, Jahir Khan, Harbhajan
Yeah.
Singh, Ashish Nehra, the list is
Yeah.
endless.
IPL
Yeah,
has ruined
back when
everything.
there was no IPL,
Yeah.
IPL
so
has ruined everything
that's the thing.
basically because of the
Yeah,
schedule.
so test basically you
not
have
really.
BCCI has to choose test specialists, and test specialists have to say screw you IPL and go and play county cricket. That's what needs to
That's
happen.
yeah, that's what because the finals also in England and they should prioritize. But I mean the ICC wins over IPL. You know, Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli, how much success they've got. They don't have to play IPL for in a ICC event. Then and there's
Mummy,
ICC final going on, a
here goes.
WTC final, and prioritizing those.
Yeah, it's all money. See, BCCI problem is they also prioritize IPL.
That's the
Then what
thing.
will
Yeah,
you
I
expect from the
think
players?
Pawan Rahul.
BCCI has to lay
Yeah,
down the
yeah,
marker.
Pawan. Yeah, you're right. I think
Personally,
they laid down that line that you play certain amount of matches. The contracted player you need to play around 7 to 8 games or maximum to 10 games. After that, you can't play.
But wasn't
Yeah,
there a plan for DCCI before the WTC final that yes, we are going to release all these players from the
yes,
playoffs, even if they're going to go to the playoffs, like Mumbai Indians say that they're going to the playoffs. Didn't they have that plan and then they didn't stick to that plan?
yes.
That's what
If you
happened.
saw Mohammad Shami played every
see,
game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I really doubt if they had the
yeah.
plan, because before IPL, suddenly Rohit Sharma said workload management is for
Oh.
the franchises. Okay, and then on top of that, after losing the final, he's saying, why should the World Test Championship final be after the IPL? Why can't it be before the
Yeah.
IPL? Why does it have to be in
That's a
England?
silly excuse.
Okay, why can't it
All
be best of
excuses.
Yeah,
three?
yeah,
Because
silly
just like
excuse.
our Paytm series or whatever.
Rahul, that's why we take an example of MS Dhoni that after IPL was started from 2008. We take two trophies 2011, 2013. So this is not a fault of IPL. IPL youngster can play. Why these all players are coming again and
See,
again? You
see,
know
the thing
that.
is, when Dhoni was captain, international cricket was a
Yeah,
priority and not the IPL. And this
That's
was
right.
in spite of the fact that Dhoni was captaining Chennai Super Kings also, and also the Indian team. But IPL was not was second priority, while for most of Dhoni's
Then why not now?
captaincy. And well, it has to become a priority right now. What has happened is the money has gotten to
yeah.
BCCI's head. It's gotten into the head of the players, so
I think it's
arrogance
IPL's
has
brand
crept
value
in.
is around $6 to $8 billion. So why
Yes,
not?
and
You see,
also,
We reached the semi-finals,
For
finals, and we
BCCI, it's
lost.
not just the money; it's also IPL
IPL
brand
brand
value.
value,
If it
yes.
was
Yeah,
just the money, then why wouldn't BCCI let send Indians to overseas leagues? Indians would get plenty of exposure from playing in
that's what.
overseas leagues if they played. Of course, the downside of that is Indians will start skipping internationals for
Please.
overseas leagues. That is a downside of it. But you only need to send your T20 specialist, and during overseas leagues, you can schedule tests and ODI.
Yeah,
So there are solutions, but it's for BCCI to follow it, frankly speaking. Because if the seriousness does not come from the
Yeah.
BCCI, it won't come from the
Yeah.
players also.
yeah. So now let's come to the ODI squad. So guys, finally Sanju Samson came back in a squad. So you all are satisfied as a wicketkeeper option. Sanju Samson came.
Yeah, I think.
I think it is a good option. He's been playing lots of the ODIs. So, oh, sorry, Ashwani. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, he's been playing lots of the ODIs while Rohit Sharma and Kohli were bunking ODIs last year for the T20 World Cup. So, yeah, I'm in favor of
I
that.
think
Yeah, sorry.
if you
Yeah.
saw Sanju Samson, I think he has done well in ODI cricket in the
Yeah,
absence of the likes of Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma. If you saw his innings against South Africa in the home year, he played really well there. So I think his game is well suited to ODI cricket. And after Rishabh Pant, he's your best wicketkeeper batsman, not considering KL Rahul also. KL Rahul is a makeshift wicketkeeper batsman, but as if you compare your real wicketkeeper batsman, then after Rishabh Pant, your Sanju Samson is the next best wicketkeeper batsman. So I think it's a good option considering.
Yeah. So guys, give the answer of this, especially Pavan. Your views on Pakistan co-hosting Asia Cup with Sri Lanka this year. So your views, Pavan.
yeah. I think
You must be
I think
happy.
there's a big problem.
Yes, Pavan.
Pawan is frozen.
Oh, okay. Yes, Rahul.
Yeah.
Your views.
So
Yeah,
I think well, it's a good move considering India will not travel to Pakistan. That's not in the BCCI's hands. I mean, they need the approval of the government. That is very clear. It's not in BCCI's hands to send the team to Pakistan, and I think the Pakistan Cricket Board has acknowledged this reality and settled for co-hosting. It's only fair that Sri Lanka is actually co-hosting this with Pakistan because they lost the chance to host the tournament
last year.
last year
Yeah.
due to various reasons. So it's only fair that Sri Lanka is getting to host most of this tournament. Pakistan can wait for another time and hopefully a time when India can travel there. So
No, but
yeah, I think a
I
good
think it's
move.
fair for
Point one percent.
both the nations. I think it's fair for both the nations because anyways Pakistan wanted to host the majority, but unfortunately due to political problems and all, obviously they cannot alongside India, and then that could have been a big problem. So I think Pakistan hosting the first four matches. I think that's fair for Pakistan also because they're also getting a part of revenue. Perhaps could be higher than Sri Lanka as well. So they're also getting the equal rights, and then Sri Lanka obviously being the Asia Cup champions last season. I think they deserve to obviously host, and they couldn't host last year also due to several problems, as Rahul said. So I think Sri Lanka does deserve to also host it. So I think it's fair enough. I mean, ultimately it got resolved. I mean, otherwise I think Asia Cup could have been cancelled this year if they didn't come to a conclusion. So I think it was the right conclusion. I think, and especially I think India versus Pakistan in Sri Lanka. I think that would be good for both the nations because I think it's easy to travel also, and rather than depending on toss related matches in UAE, depending on toss, especially during the September October high humidity and all the
Yeah,
conditions, so it's favorable to play in UAE. So I think in Sri Lanka, I think it can be more competitive match. So I think it's a good thing that they made both Pakistan and Sri Lanka, and I think on both the boards I think there is agreement now. So rather because at first we saw that I mean, Sri Lanka and Bangladesh not agreeing with the hybrid model that PCB has offered. So at the end, they came to agreement. So that is good to see. I mean, Pakistan finally coming to agreement and giving. I mean, yes, Sri Lanka are hosting the majority of the matches, but Pakistan also are getting that equal share as well.
I think
Okay. Uh,
it's a good thing that for both countries. I think without India playing Pakistan, Pakistan playing India, there is no base for Asia Cup. I think Asia Cup is relevant with when both India and Pakistan will play. So I think it's good for the both nation, and we knew what's the main reason behind this. I think if both governments will agree, then there should be the real solution for the tournament there. I think it will be interesting when the 2025 champion trophy, which will be held in Pakistan, then what will be the Indian stance then now? And most probably India may go to Pakistan, but who knows what will be the situation? The situation will be much worse than this. Then then there will be a geopolity between both India and Pakistan, whether India go to Pakistan or not.
See,
Yeah,
it's not just the political issues between India and Pakistan, it's also internally what's
yeah,
going on in Pakistan. Like when former prime minister itself is not safe, then
yeah,
what happens? Anything can go wrong in Pakistan very
yeah,
quickly. So it's not a guarantee that Pakistan will even host. PCB might even be forced to shift the tournament to
yeah.
UAE or somewhere else
I
to a
think
neutral site and host it. But
there's a
anyway,
stability
see,
factor.
there is no,
There's
yeah, there is a
yeah.
security factor as well, but that is a call for the board to take then that is a call for the board to take then whether they can send the team to Pakistan or not. We're still in 2023 now, trying to sort out just having sorted out this Asia Cup. So with Champions Trophy, we don't know what will happen. There's also a chance that Indian team will travel to Pakistan, and there will be enough security given
Yeah,
it's an
very
international
well.
event, and
Yeah.
Pakistan will want to give a very good image of themselves and project themselves as a team that can host a multi
Multinational event.
lateral event, because Pakistan hasn't hosted a World Cup actually since
1996,
1998,
1996, 1996. Yeah.
1996. Yeah, since 1996 they've not hosted a World Cup. So maybe hosting this Champions Trophy, this small 8-team tournament, will be a step towards that, maybe getting a World Cup post
I think
2031.
the last time they hosted multinational event in 2008, that is also Asia Cup there. So I think it's a good chance
Yes,
after 15 years.
but this is going to be a 2025 Champions Trophy is going to be an interesting
Yeah, yeah,
scenario in the sense that Indian team has never needed to travel to Pakistan for an ICC event, because the two times Pakistan hosted the World Cup, they were hosting it jointly along with
India,
India.
yeah,
So we didn't need to travel to
Pakistan.
Pakistan for
Yeah.
an ICC event.
Problem.
And for an ICC event, if you do not travel to the event, then you face the risk of being losing your Test and ODI status
I think,
from
yeah,
the
you are
ICC.
right, but
So
I think it's a champion trophy case. I think when World Cups are allotted, they allotted, you consider it much earlier than the actual schedule. If you saw, obviously in 1987, India Pakistan costly, you consider join that World Cup. Then in 1996, India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka. Obviously, some matches is not happening in Sri Lanka, so there's a combined Indo-Pakistan 11 going there to play even in Sri Lanka. Pawan knew very well
Yeah.
that the situation in
The
Sri
ball.
Lanka is very worse
Yeah.
that time. So I think many matches is not happened in Sri Lanka. Zimbabwe is not going to.
actually,
Yeah,
only two matches, if I'm not
Happened.
wrong, didn't happen in Sri Lanka that
yeah.
time.
Yes, that is Sri Lanka.
Australia and West Indies
We
refused to
travel to
travel to
Sri
Sri
Lanka.
Sri
Lanka,
Lanka and
and they gave a
Walk over.
walkover.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yes.
Yeah,
there,
similar cases happening in 2003 World Cup also. Many teams didn't play in Zimbabwe as well.
Mm.
So they get that
so
walkover.
Zimbabwe got a walkover. But the thing is, I think with the Indian team, it's a little bit of a different case,
Yeah,
because ICC is concerned about their revenue, and India brings in
yeah.
the revenue. So they might be very concerned if India doesn't play. It
They
might be
could
a
shift
huge
it, I
loss.
think, perhaps out of Pakistan. I think that's
I,
they are already in the
but
plans.
it all depends on the situation at that
Yeah.
point of time, and whether India chooses to travel to Pakistan or not. That is a big factor, because even when India loses before the semis in a tournament, that's a huge
Yeah.
revenue loss for ICC, like we saw in the 2007 ODI World Cup.
Yeah, you
So
don't know that
those factors are there.
2025 Champion Trophy will be an hybrid model too. India don't play their matches in Pakistan. They play their matches in Bangladesh or Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
It's possible, but I think that's a thought for the
Yeah.
future. Also, India has an election next year in
Yeah,
2024, so we don't know who's going to be in charge then.
We don't know.
That's another factor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think in case of Congress government, whenever the Congress government is there, their relationship with Pakistani governments are good, and most of the time, India went to Pakistan in the regime of Congress there. So if BJP government is there, so I think it will be difficult for them.
Good point. Good point. Yeah, I think
Especially
I agree with
Jesha.
that
Yeah.
point. Yes.
Jesha. Jesha is
No,
there,
no,
nothing
no.
will happen.
Amit Shah, Narendra Modi. They are the main
Yeah.
kingpins.
Yeah, okay. So, guys, let's come to the ODI squad. Only one question I have to ask from everyone. In this year, when Australia came to India, we see the three golden duck from Surya Kumar Yadav. So, if we see the middle order
Sonia.
also, so Surya Kumar Yadav is alone, I think so, in middle order. There is no Shreyas Iyer also. So, do you expect that Surya Kumar Yadav will perform and he will be back in World Cup as a middle order batsman?
I
Yeah,
think
definitely. See, one bad series doesn't mean that somebody is not fit to play in the team. That was a bad series. You have to move on from it. Surya Kumar Yadav is a player who is capable of playing in all three formats. That is
Average only
one.
24. 24.
It can be improved, but I think he's the best we have right now in the given situation. When you have so many injuries in the team, once your main players like Shreyas Iyer, Rishabh Pant come back,
KL Rahul.
then you can decide whether to change things up a bit.
yeah, I think
But
I also
at the
agree.
moment, Surya Kumar Yadav seems like the best
I
possible
think
option.
if I want to give the option, I think it will be little bit dicey to select Surya Kumar Yadav. Ideally, we all like Surya Kumar Yadav's game, the way he played 360-degree shot.
In
Uh,
T20, only
Obviously,
T20.
I talk about ODI cricket. ODI cricket. In ODI cricket, I think it's little bit dicey for Sky to play because there the sports are filled there. So if you saw Shreyas Iyer will be back, then at number five there will be
KL Rahul or
KL
Rishabh Pant.
Rahul, yeah, Rishabh Pant, Jadeja is there. So I think it will be difficult for Surya Kumar Yadav because if you saw in list A cricket also, I think his performance is not that up to the mark, or you can say that not very, you can say astonishing that you can select Surya Kumar Yadav. In T20 cricket, he is the number one batsman in the world. There should be no doubt about his you can say that plays. He will be the number one player in the T20. You can say that in India squad. If you return the sheet, Surya Kumar Yadav's name will be number one there.
I think Surya
Yeah.
Kumar Yadav deserves a chance. I think especially I know I mean Australian series, yes, he failed, but still I think, as even Ashwini said, like he is the best possible option over there. And I think even Sanju Samson could be tried at number five, number six in this series, and then see what's going to happen, because Sanju Samson could be a good option, especially in Indian conditions. We've seen how good he played in that South African series. So they should give a lot of chances. I mean, especially they have a lot of opening options. So I think Shubman Gill obviously is a starter with Rohit Sharma. I think in the 2023 World Cup, I feel they could try Gaikwad or Kishan as well if possible, but I don't think they'll get much chances in this West Indies series. But yeah, I think they've selected a very good squad. I mean, fast bowlers also. I think I hopefully Umran will get a good chance, because Umran has been doing well recently. I know he didn't have a good IPL, but you cannot just base on just IPL performances and performing. I mean, in national teams. So I mean, good that BCCI selected Umran Malik despite not having good IPL performance. I mean, he's been performing well in domestic cricket, so they put based on that. So it's good that BCCI is slightly now thinking about Vijay Hazard Trophy, all these trophies when it comes to selecting fast bowlers, because generally they select even ODI cricket based on IPL in the past squads that we've seen. So, but now at least they're thinking well, and they've added Umran and Mukesh Kumar. So that is a good thing. And then Shardul Thakur coming back also in the ODI series. So this is a good chance for all most of these bowlers to showcase their skills and fight for that spot in the ODI World Cup.
I think my main question is there that if you selected Jayadev Unadkat in white ball cricket, then what's the fault of Arshdeep Singh is there? I think it's the same like that you have selected Dinesh Karthik for the T20 World Cup.
But isn't
He
Ashdeep
yeah
playing for county cricket during the West Indies
yeah
series?
for national team emergency you can pick him for the team. It's not like it's signed in the contract. If you have national emergency, or if you've been selected for the national team, then you go for to play for the national team. Same like Navdeep Saini is there. He's contracted with, I think, Worcestershire.
Yeah.
He's contracted for 3 to 4 matches. He's been selected for red ball team, so he will play only one county game. So it's not like that if you are contracted to county team, you can't play for your national team.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Right
So
point. Yeah, I think Arshdeep should have played in this series. I mean,
Yeah.
Unatkat, yes, I understand. Like he's been, I mean, Test series also is performing, so they picked him for the ODI. But I just feel like Arshdeep Singh could have done much better and more preparation also, because I don't think India has so much ODI series leading up to the World Cup. I think they have Australia series in October just before the World Cup. Then they have the Asia Cup and all. But I think right now they should experiment players and time for Arshdeep Singh to also come back. I mean, especially I know he's playing
I
county
think
cricket, but
Arshdeep is 8 to 9 years younger than Jayadev Unadkat. And
yeah,
if you saw that the World Cup is happening in October, and in between the games, he will get that ample time to set up in that 50 overs format. And
yeah,
also with that ample game time, he can be your one of the best bowlers for the World Cups too, because we saw his death bowling skills too. So in that case, I think the
it's a bit
Jadev
disappointing.
Udadkar option is bit dicey to me. I don't know if he's picked for the World Cup, then you may see that he's going for 9 and over, and then what will you do then? That it's it's very very crappy selection for me.
yeah. Okay, so guys, let's come to the ODI qualifiers. So World Cup qualifiers, there will be a big match tomorrow, Zimbabwe versus West Indies. So prediction wise, if we see the team of West Indies, so Pavan, your prediction, who is going to win this match, percentage wise?
I think it's going to be a good
Zimbabwe and
match.
West Indies.
Yeah, I think it's a good match tomorrow. I think West Indies also has been struggling a bit. I know they won. I think the middle order has supported a lot, but very concerned about the opening pair, especially the top three Myers, Brandon King, and Johnson Charles hasn't really stepped up so far. So it's been a bit disappointing. We've seen the middle order mainly stepping up, especially Nicholas Puran, Chandra Brooks, and Shea Hope. I think Shea Hope mainly stepped up a lot. So I think middle order has supported a lot. The top order hasn't been supporting a lot, so that is a bit of a concern. Both the matches against Nepal and USA, we saw the opening pair struggling. So I think that needs to be a bit of a fix. I think they need to really come up tomorrow, because Zimbabwe have a very quality fast bowling attack with especially Besim Musarbani, Nagra, and even Luke Jongwi. I think they have a very good fast bowling. Even Tendai Chatara, they have a good fast bowling attack. So I think the West Indies need to really vary. They need to give a good start. They cannot be failing always and putting up a low score in the power play. And when it comes to Zimbabwe, I think Zimbabwe batting has been really good. I know it's been last match Sikandar Asa scored 100. And in the other match, I think Craig Irwin's form and Sean Williams has been really good for Zimbabwe in the past few matches. They've been really doing well. And then Madhawe also has been getting a good start. So I think Zimbabwe also, if they can get a good start, they can fight. But I just think like West Indies have a bit of edge, because I just feel like middle order of West Indies is a bit strong. I know middle order they do have Sikandar Asa, but still I think West Indies, Nicholas Puran can fire. He can play 2020 knock. You have Jason Holt in that middle order. You have Brooks. You have Shea Hope batting at number 4. So I just think that West Indies batting depth is a bit more than Zimbabwe. Plus, I think the fast bowlers also are coming up right now with Azari Joseph. Timo Paul has been doing well. So I just think like West Indies have a small edge over Zimbabwe just because of the experience. Plus, I think in ICC tournaments, I mean, especially now under Semi also, I think they are getting that right combination. So I think West Indies are a bit favorites for me.
Yeah. Okay. How much percentage to Zimbabwe if Zimbabwe
I'll
can
give
win?
45%. I think 40-45, because I think it's going to be a close match. I
Yeah.
think Zimbabwe, if I think the batters, I mean, Craig Irwin, Sean Williams, Sikandar Asa, if they can perform tomorrow without getting out, even Brad Evans, if they can get to 300 plus, I mean, if they bat first, if they can get to maybe 320, 330, I think could be a bit challenging for West Indies tomorrow, because the bowling attack of Zimbabwe is also good. The spinners also, Wellington Masakatsa, they've also been picking up wickets. So and they know the conditions. So I mean, West Indies, if they bat first, definitely they need to put up around a 330, 340. I don't think even maybe a 300 could be safe, especially with a informed Sikandar Asa.
Yeah. Okay, Ashwini, your prediction.
I think if you saw the conditions in Zimbabwe, whoever get the advantage of first 15 overs, he, he will be the favorites in this match. If you saw Zimbabwe's bowling, I think Blessing Mujarwani in the past 2 3 matches, he is not at his best. So maybe today is a chance that he performed well against West Indies too. So I think the opening burst of Muzarwani and Nagawa is very crucial for Zimbabwe's chances. If you compare both of their batting, I think the likes of Irvine there, then Sikandar Raza, then the Sean Williams, I think their batting, I can say that if West Indies batting is 52%, then their is batting is 48%. So I think they are little bit equal in terms of batting department. But one thing I think West Indies got little bit edge in that department. I think they have got the likes of Aljari Joseph. Uh, because I saw Aljari Joseph has stepped up in crucial games. So in that case, Aljari Joseph is very crucial for them in bowling department. But rest of their bowlers, I think the likes of Kimo Paul and Jason Holder. If you see Jason Holder and Blessing Mujarbani, they are of same height. And Blessing Mujarbani, when he's in the county, he set up when he take that Kolpak deal there. So he learned a lot of his traits from Jason Holder there. So I think there will be a big matchup between Blessing Mujarbani and Jason Holder. So I would like to see Jason Holder, how Jason Holder bowled with the new ball as compared to Blessing Mujarbani. So it will be a good matchup.
Yeah. Okay. Rahul, here your views.
Yeah, my views. Actually, I have a feeling Zimbabwe can win
Yeah,
this. I think they're a favorite in this match. If you see West Indies, their top order, I mean, like the top three, real struggled even against USA and Nepal. So I feel they're going to have a bit of a hard time against Zimbabwe. Against USA and Nepal, you can hope to recover and still get a good score. But I don't think Zimbabwe will let West Indies off the hook that easily. Not only does Zimbabwe have a very strong pace bowling attack, they have good spinners as well. Sikandar Raza can bowl spin. Ryan Burl can
leg
bowl
spin.
spin. Yeah, Ryan Burl even troubled Australia last year for during their short series. So he will definitely be a
Sean
lot of
Williams.
trouble for Australia. They have Sean Williams as well. Wesley Madhaver can also bowl a bit of spin. They have lots of bowling options, some very good all rounders too who can bat. That Zimbabwe's top order has been in very good form in this series, especially Sean Williams and Sikandar Raza. They've been excellent so far in this tournament. And West Indies bowling also, I feel their bowling attack is lacking a little bit behind
Yeah.
Zimbabwe's, so they might have a hard time facing Zimbabwe's batting lineup, who's which is on fire. So West Indies really need to hope that somehow their middle order will come through against this strong Zimbabwe bowling lineup if they want to win. So I'm going to be very bold and say Zimbabwe is going to have a 60 to 65% chance of winning this match. I feel based on form, both teams are in decent form. They both have two wins in two matches, but has won a little bit more convincingly, in more convincing fashion than West Indies have. So I think they're a slight favorite for me in this match. Not even slight. I think by quite a bit. I think 60 to 65% chances fair to give Zimbabwe
I
in this
think
match.
Kunal. I think I again said I think the first 15 over will decide the match. Whoever bowled well in the first 15 overs, they will win the game.
Yeah.
Hmm,
Okay, so
agreed.
Pawan, do you think that West Indies should bring Brooks in a middle order and Shai Hope should come to open because you see the all the responsibilities Shai Hope is taking. That's why they are making runs. If we see the previous match also, Kyle Mears not performing, Brandon King not performing. So then why you are doing so much experiment? Seeing the World Cup, do you think Shai Hope should come to the original place?
Yeah, maybe I think they could do that. I think Shai Hope has been doing well at number 4. So yeah, maybe they can make him open because that's his usual place also. And perhaps I think they can drop a Kyle Mayers, I think, in the squad. I don't know how many overs he's been bowling, but
Six.
maybe they can drop Kyle Mayers and then bring in a Shamra Brooks. I think that will help the team. And I think they don't have a proper number three. Perhaps they can promote Shea Hope also to number three. That's also a solution rather than making a Johnson Charles play and then bring in a Shamra Brooks at number four. That could be another solution for West Indies if they're finding tomorrow, because Johnson Charles really hasn't been getting going also. So, and number three. So I think that number three is also a big problem. So I think Shea Hope even can bat at number three. So the openers can get a good start. That's why I think even Ashwini pointed out, first 15 overs, first 20 overs, they can solidify properly, get around 100 runs by the end of 18 overs, like maybe for the loss of one wicket or two wicket West Indies, I think. Then that will set up a good foundation for like Puran, Raman Powell, and others to really step up tomorrow and score a lot. But yeah, I still fancy West Indies to win, even though I mean they may have not performed in the first two matches. I still think West Indies can win, but I think Zimbabwe, you never know. I think they can pull out a surprise tomorrow with the way that they've been
I think,
performing.
yeah, one bowler I will pick from Zimbabwe and West Indies. I think who can perform there. I think uh, I marked Aljari Joseph, but one guy who I think if West Indies bowling first, I think that you watch Kyle Mayers there. I think with the new ball condition is doing little bit, he can be very threatening for Zimbabwe batsman. He can take 3 to 4 wickets if the ball is moving little bit more. So I will pick Kyle Mayers and Aljari Joseph out of two who can create trouble from them. And for the Zimbabwe side, I think Blessing Muzarwani, and there is the guy called Shingari Masakadza, brother of Hamilton Masakadza. He can be deceptive for them.
Yeah. So, guys, don't you think that the way Nicholas Puran was playing previous match, second century in his career, the IPL and other leagues when he is playing has boosted the confidence in Nicholas Puran that he has shown in previous match?
I think over the years, if you saw Nicholas Puran, I am watching him from 8 to 9 years. I saw his century in under 19 World Cup, where he I think single-handedly decimated Australia. I think he scored around 70 to 80% runs in that epic inning of 143 for West Indies. From there on, I think he suffered that terrible injury there, so his career is bit holding back to 3 to 4 years. But from his comeback, I think he's performing more in the leagues as compared to international cricket. So it's now a high time that he start performing in the international cricket, much like David Miller from South Africa. I think David Miller and Nicholas Purani's case is little bit similar. If you saw David Miller, I think from his early beginnings to now on, I think he's become a more of a mature player. He's now performing for South Africa consistently as compared to his previous years. So Nicholas Puran is now in his, I think in his 28 or in his 29. I think it is a peak career. You can say that for a batsman to play at his best. So I think it's now high time for Nicholas Puran that he should start continuously performing for his national team.
Yeah. If we see the today match, the way Scotland is playing, do you
Yeah.
think the World Cup qualifier their best match was today? The Richie Barrington
Yeah.
century, Mark Watt, the way Mark Watt was playing in a good strike rate. So
Yeah,
that
yeah, I saw a little bit of glimpses of the today's match. I think UE has done well. They bowled well in the first 15 overs. But I think the way Richie Barrington plays and the partnership between
Lisk,
Leesk and Watt. Leesk, I think, carry on his magnificent innings from Ireland to this match as well. But I think that the partnership between Leesk and Watt made the key role, and UE didn't take the advantages of the early wickets. I think they should bold out Scotland under 200, but I think that the partnership between Leesk and Watt with Berrington take them to 282, and after that their bowlers done a brilliant job. The one guy, the Cole, I think his name is. I think he bowled rapidly and he troubled the UE batsman with his pace. And the other guy, the South African one, McMullen, he bowled that wicket to wicket nagging line there, so he troubled their batsman too. I saw, if you compared UE batsman and Scotland batsman, in one look you saw they looks more compact than UE batsmen, because most of their guys playing county crickets, so they have that technique to survive that initial threats. If you see Richie Barrington, he's a veteran of Scottish cricket, so he knew how to pace that innings. I think that's the one of the best innings in this World Cup qualifiers, probably the best innings of the this World Cup qualifiers that he played today, along with that guy Lees, who played that brilliant 91 against Ireland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Rahul. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rahul. Considering that West Indies and Sri Lanka is qualifying for World Cup, who is your top four after seeing the form of Sri Lanka also?
To be honest, my prediction will be irrespective of who makes the World Cup, because my final four is not anyone from these World Cup qualifiers. I think it's going to be in any order: India, Pakistan, Australia, and England. I think these four will make it. I mean, Sri Lanka can be very competitive if they reach the World Cup, because they're a subcontinent team and they have Wanindu Hasaranga. Maybe if Sri Lanka gets some matches in Bangalore, Hasaranga can win them some matches. He's played for RCB, so he knows the Chinnaswamy Stadium very well. So yeah, Bangladesh can be competitive. Afghanistan can be competitive. Subcontinent sides. South Africa might be competitive, but again, they are chokers. So I don't trust them to reach the semi-final. Then New Zealand, I think they are very much screwed up
Yeah,
without Kane Williamson, without Michael Bracewell, and
yeah.
potentially without Trent Bolt. These are big time players in the New Zealand team, and not having them will be a huge loss for
I
them.
think my
Yes, yes, New Zealand, they have a habit of punching above with their weight. They last time when the World Cup was in England, they were very lucky to reach the
Semis.
semi-final in my opinion, and then unlucky to go on, unlucky to lose that final. Many people say they're unlucky to lose the final, but in my mind they were lucky to even reach the semi-finals. So I think in this World Cup they may not reach the semi-final. If you want me to be very honest, I think Australia and England, they will be too strong for them, and then Pakistan, they're a decent one-day side. Only concern for Pakistan is none of the active Pakistan cricketers have played any match in India before. That is a bit of a concern for them. But I think they have a decent enough ODI squad, and they will be good enough for these conditions to make the semi final. So that is my reason for the top four. England is playing a very good brand of ODI cricket right now. They've continued it also after winning the ODI World Cup. Australia is a solid team in any conditions. You can never write them off. They always step up in big tournaments, so you cannot write them off from reaching a semi-final.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Okay.
India, of course, is the host nation,
Host.
so I'm not going to predict India not making the semi-final. They will at least make the semi-final. Whether they win the title or not from there, that we don't know.
Yeah.
I think if India will qualify to semi-final, definitely cup is ours. Yes.
Mm.
Yeah.
So, what are your top four, Kunal and Ashwani?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ashwani.
my top four will be. I think it's similar to Rahul, but one or two team I would put slash on them. I think if I consider the name of Sri Lanka and New Zealand, New Zealand is looking like bit dicey because they don't have Kane Williamson in their ranks. Michael Bracewell is not there, but I think Trent Bolt might play for New Zealand in the World Cup. He's you considered conversation with the New Zealand management there, so you might see Trent Bolt playing for New Zealand. But I think what I saw in New Zealand teams over the years, they always you can say that played at their best in ICC tournaments. If you see, obviously Bracewell is not there, but one another guy will step up in the tournament. I will put the name of Mike. What's his name? Mark Chapman. I think
Chapman.
he will be the player who can pose threat to the opposition, because he comes at that position where match can be decided. You consider either win or loss. So he comes at number 5 or 6 position. So in that case, he can play the role of Braswell there. So I can't disregard New Zealand, that they can't reach his semi-final. But I think the chances are less, but definitely they can do it. In Sri Lanka case, why I posted their name continuously, because of their style of cricket. Their style of cricket is very similar to India, and after playing that World Cup qualifiers, obviously the matches are not that competitive to Sri Lanka's level, but at least they are going through that tough stages to uh, going through that World Cup tournament. So teams looks more gel together, and I think their bowling attack for looks me more potent in Indian conditions as well. The likes of Hasaranga and Thikshana, they can pose threat to even the likes of Vela King,
Dhananjaya De Silva.
Dhananjaya De Silva. They can pose a threat to any opposition uh, with respect to the conditions as well. I would like to see the venues of Sri Lankan team in this World Cup. They will decide whether Sri Lanka will reach the semi-finals or not. The venues will also play very crucial roles, whether
Yeah.
teams will reaching the last 4 stages or not.
Okay. There is no change in my top four. Also same. England, Australia, and India, Pakistan slash Sri Lanka. So let's
Yeah,
see.
one thing I also add about South Africa do, obviously a little bit talk about in Hindi, because साउथ अफ्रीका को मैं 20-22 साल से देख रहा हूँ, मेरी हमेशा से वो सेकंड बेस्ट टीम रही है। मैं ऑस्ट्रेलिया और साउथ अफ्रीका में से जब भी चूज करने का टाइम आता है, मैं साउथ अफ्रीका को ज्यादा लाइकिंग करता हूँ, बिकॉज ऑफ देयर फील्डिंग एंड अट्रैक्टिवनेस टू देयर गेम। मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि शायद साउथ अफ्रीका को इस वर्ल्ड कप में कोई भी टॉप 4 में शायद ना रखे, बट मैंने जिस तरह का साउथ अफ्रीका का बैटिंग देखा है, अगर आप क्विंटन डिकॉक से ले रेसी वेंडरडसन, डेविड मिलर, इवन द लाइक्स ऑफ टेम्बा बुमा, उनका जो खेलने का जो तरीका है, मैक्सिमम ऑफ प्लेयर्स दे आर वेरी गुड अगेंस्ट प्लेइंग स्पिन। इफ यू सॉ रेसी वेंडरडसन, ही
Yeah,
Network
I
issue.
think we've lost Shwani.
Yeah, he will come back. There's some network issue.
Yeah, so yeah,
Yeah,
South Africa. Good point by him. It's that South Africa has good players of spin. The fact is, this
Klassen,
tournament is
Henrik
happening
Klassen,
in.
especially.
Yeah, I mean, the fact is, this tournament is happening in India, and other teams will also have good players of spin, and they will have good spinners, quality spinners. So that is going to be a challenge for South Africa. Can they handle quality spinners in many of the subcontinent teams? Can they also handle quality spinners like Adil Rashid of England, Adam Zampa of Australia, and maybe even Mark Chapman of New Zealand, East Sodhi, or Mitchell Santner? Can they handle? Will they be able to handle those spinners in these Indian conditions? Is a very big question that will play a role in them, whether they can get to the semi final or not. But South Africa has a history of choking in big tournaments. They're definitely not a team I would bet on, especially in a World Cup in the subcontinent. They're not a team that I would, what to say, feel comfortable predicting with. Like, yes, South Africa will definitely go to semi-final, definitely go to final, or definitely win the trophy. They're not a team I would really put my money on.
Yeah. So answer to this comment. What about Afghanistan? They can also qualify because of those conditions. How much chance? Because
आई
I
थिंक
don't think.
अगर आप अफगानिस्तान की टीम को देखें, वो थ्रेट तो बेसिक पोज कर सकती है बाकी टीम्स के लिए, बट आई थिंक अगर टॉप 4 में पहुंचने की बात करें तो मेरे को ऐसा लगता नहीं कि अभी उनकी जो टीम है उस हिसाब से बेस्ड है कि वो टॉप 4 में जाए। ऑब्वियसली उनके पास इंडिविजुअल प्लेयर्स बड़े हैं, राशिद खान है,
इवन द लाइक्स ऑफ मोहम्मद नबी जो अपनी लास्ट लेग पे खेल रहे हैं, मुजीब जादरान है, उनके पास प्लेयर
पर
एक्साइटिंग है।
नबी भी कोई फॉर्म में नहीं चल रहे बहुत ज्यादा अच्छे।
नहीं, उनके पास एक्सपीरियंस तो है ना, एक्सपीरियंस है। इवन उनके पास प्लेयर्स इंडिविजुअली अच्छे हैं, एक्साइटिंग है, बट आई थिंक एज ए ग्रुप मेरे को नहीं लगता कि ये टीम आई थिंक टॉप 4 में जा सकती है। ऑब्वियसली कुछ मैचेस में अपसेट कर सकते हैं, बट आई थिंक अभी उनको स्टेज पर पहुंचने में बड़ा टाइम लगेगा जब वो एक टाइटल कंटेंडर के, हम कहेंगे कि अफगानिस्तान इज ए रियली ए टाइटल कंटेंडर फॉर एनी आईसीसी इवेंट्स।
सेम अब बांग्लादेश के लिए भी वही है, सेम अभी तो
या
वही है।
Yeah,
बांग्लादेश
see,
टू।
Bangladesh actually has a better chance of
या
Afghanistan making the top four. Both are talented teams, no doubt. They're very talented teams, but Bangladesh has been around for quite some time. But still, it's going to be tough for them to make the top four. They are better teams than them. Afghanistan, they're still kind of new to the big stage. They're not quite up there yet. They have quality spinners, but quality spinners alone don't. Even in the subcontinent, quality spinners alone don't won't win you tournaments. You need
क्वालिटी
some
पेसर्स आल्सो
good
रिक्वायर्ड।
batsmen. Yeah, some pacers who can bowl well at the death. You need some proper opening batsmen, middle order batsmen who can counter other teams' spin in the middle overs. So those are also pretty important. So Bangladesh and Afghanistan, they're not right now, not quite up there. Bangladesh, maybe they can come close a bit if they can cause a few upsets, but Afghanistan, I'm not very sure about them.
आई थिंक
Most likely not.
या
Maybe a 5% chance that they will reach the semi-final. Not
या
more than that.
आई थिंक इफ यू सॉ बांग्लादेश की टीम को, अगर आपने अभी देखा है कुछ टाइम से, उन्होंने फास्ट बॉलर्स पे इन्वेस्ट करना स्टार्ट कर दिया हुआ है। तो अगर आप उनका फास्ट बॉलिंग का ग्रुप देखें, दे आर प्रीटी गुड इन दैट केस, द लाइक्स ऑफ इबादत हुसैन, इवन द लाइक्स ऑफ तास्किन अहमद, हसन महमूद, and the another
मुस्तफिजुर
left armer,
Mustafizur Rahman.
yeah,
मुस्तफिजुर है।
Mustafizur too. So they are pretty good in terms of fast bowling. Apart from the likes of Shakib, Mehdi Hassan is there. So उनका और बैटिंग भी उनकी अच्छी है। मैं कहूंगा कि जो बांग्लादेश और श्रीलंका है, उनका जो खेलने का स्टाइल है इंडिया से काफी मिलता जुलता है। तो उस हिसाब से अगर आप देखें तो मैं कहूंगा कि बांग्लादेश भी डेफिनेटली वन ऑफ द कंटेंडर्स है, बट टॉप 4 में कहना थोड़ा मुश्किल रहेगा। हाँ, वो टॉप 5 और 6 में आ सकते हैं, उनमें वो कैपेबिलिटीज है, बट टॉप 4 में आने के लिए मैं कहूंगा थोड़ा सा जो एक्स्ट्रा जो होता है ना कुशन, वो शायद उनमें मिसिंग है अभी। बट यू नेवर नो, दिस वर्ल्ड कप में फिल विद मैनी सरप्राइजेस।
क्या तो गाइस, बहुत ही अच्छा डिस्कशन हुआ आज,
या
स्क्वाड के बारे में डिस्कस हुआ, और बहुत जल्द सुपर सिक्स भी स्टार्ट हो जाएगा, तो बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग होने वाला है। आई थिंक कोई आज जो एक टीम है वो भी बाहर हो चुकी है, वो है यूएई, परमानेंटली बाहर हो चुकी है, कोई चांस नहीं यूएई का। कल नेपाल भी बाहर हो जाएगी, मोस्ट प्रोबेबली नेदरलैंड हरा देगी। तो आई थिंक सो जो टॉप 6 है वो कंफर्म है हमारे, मेरे को लगता नहीं इसमें कोई
I think,
चेंज आने वाला।
yeah, I think it's confirmed. I think it'll be West Indies, Zimbabwe, Netherlands from Group A, and then Group B will be Sri Lanka, Scotland, and Oman.
ओमान।
Who would have thought that this would? I mean, the top three from Group B would be as. Yeah, I thought maybe definitely. I thought Ireland would get in, and Ireland and Scotland, Sri Lanka and Scotland, not so surprising, but Oman coming in place of Ireland is a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, but I think so. The way Oman is playing today was very disappointed. Means how 98 all out.
Yeah, 98
So
all out. Pawan would be very happy. Yeah, Pawan must be really happy. They won a very big rivalry.
yeah, that's why I told you no, yesterday. If Pawan see the video, that's why give the percentage. It is only 2%.
I didn't even give 1% chance to Oman for winning this match.
या
They proved they deserved not even point one.
After seeing today's match. But
Yes.
I think so that was the magical spell from Hasranga.
Yeah,
या
Hasaranga is really on
या
fire. I think Hasaranga is really going to be a threat at the Asia Cup and the World Cup
वर्ल्ड कप। या
this year. I think he's going to do very well in both. Mahesh Tikshana might fire, but then again, Tikshana, he's not some unplayable bowler like we thought he
Actually,
was.
When Tikshana is coming to death bowler, then as a death bowler they got the wicket. The
या
reason is that.
आई थिंक अगर आप श्रीलंका को देखें, उनका एक रिकॉर्ड रहा है, वो मिनोस को बहुत बुरी तरह से मारते हैं। अगर आप वर्ल्ड कप्स में देखें, कनाडा को 35 पे ऑल आउट किया हुआ है, जिम्बाब्वे को भी 35-36 पे ऑल आउट किया हुआ है, तो उनका मिनोस के खिलाफ रिकॉर्ड बहुत अच्छा है। तो वही कहूंगा, वर्ल्ड कप में देखना पड़ेगा। मैं श्रीलंका को समझ रहा हूँ कि वो टॉप 4 पे पहुंच सकते हैं, बट मैं कहूंगा वो जो एक्स्ट्रा पुश है वो रिक्वायर्ड रहेगा। और ये वर्ल्ड कप, जैसे राहुल ने हमें कल बताया था कि सरप्राइजेस इस वर्ल्ड कप में अनप्रिडिक्टिविटी शायद रहेगी, और मैं ये देखना चाहूंगा कि इस वर्ल्ड कप में विकेट्स किस तरह से प्रिपेयर होते हैं, वो सबसे खास बात रहेगी इस वर्ल्ड कप में।
Comment, I have a quite
Absolutely.
upset how Ireland has performed till now. Upset to
Yes,
have बिल्कुल,
absolutely. I
या
mean,
especially
if you look
captain
at this
Melbourne.
Ireland, yeah, if you look at this Ireland team, they're a team that has in World Cup in 2007 World Cup in the main draw. They defeated Pakistan. In 2011, they defeated England.
इंग्लैंड।
And then in 2015 they defeated West Indies. This team has consistently been producing upset after upset after upset in World Cups, and now so they could not even. And now they're not even going to reach the World Cup for the second year in a row. Unfortunately, ICC in 2019 they scrapped 4 teams. Ireland could not even play a World Cup in England. Now this time, I definitely thought that this team would come back into the World Cup. They will find a way to at least come close to qualifying, if not qualify, at least Super Six appearance. Even that, no. So it's very shocking. And that too, the Scotland match, that was a match that they should have won. It was in the bag.
Yes,
It was
yes.
their match to lose, defending 50 runs in 5 overs and
I
only
think
2 wickets in
Scotland is
hand. If you
Scotland have
can't win
so
that,
many
that's
batsmen.
really disappointing.
The way Scotland is playing, I think they have 10 batsmen. I think so.
Yeah, Michael Leask really played a very key
Mark
role in both the
Mark
matches.
Watt today. See
या
how he is hitting. So I think they have 10
Yeah,
batsmen.
I think two of the
yeah, they're
I think two of the best inning in this ICC World Cup qualified by Scotland batsmen. One by Barrington today, and that's one by Lees against Ireland. I think that's
yes,
two of the best
absolutely,
innings.
Yeah. Okay. So guys, there was a great discussion today, just like yesterday also. So
absolutely.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yesterday we will got so many views as much as of now 46. So let's see. We will increase viewership day by day, and today also we have great discussion. So we will take another topic tomorrow also. We will see which we will discuss. So I think tomorrow definitely we will talk about the Zimbabwe versus West Indies, and I hope that. Zimbabwe will give some contest to West Indies. Otherwise, that will be the one-sided game.
yeah,
One more comment. No one thought that Oman could go to play Super Six. Sorry, Rohit. There is no chance for Oman to go to Super Six because uh, the one match is remaining, and I don't think he will going to win that match. Do you think, Ashwani?
Mm,
yeah. I think it's a little bit difficult for me.
to be honest,
Yeah,
Oman can go through to the Super Six even if
six.
they don't win that match,
I
because
don't
Yeah,
think
see,
Scotland.
UAE is out of contention now. UAE
yeah.
cannot
UAE will not playing Super Six.
go ahead of
Yeah,
will not
but
play in Super Six. Ireland
Oman
still has to
versus
play against
Scotland.
Sri Lanka. See, Ireland still has to play Sri Lanka. That is there.
But
If
Oman
Ireland,
have to play with Scotland. Oman versus Scotland. One who will
they
win 6 points.
one of them, but Oman has 4 points. See, if Ireland loses to Sri Lanka, they can also only get 2 points in the end. So then no problem for Oman. They can still go through because Oman is already on 4 points. UA can only maximum get 2 points. Ireland, if they lose to Sri Lanka, they can only get 2 points. So
Yeah,
Oman is already ahead of two of the
Let's see.
teams. So
yeah,
I think they will qualify even if they lose to Scotland. I think that's their next match. Yeah. So and Sri Lanka is playing Ireland at the same time. So it's very likely that even if they lose to Scotland, they will go through.
So Sri Lanka versus Ireland will be crucial for Oman.
yeah.
Yeah,
There
pretty
is a high
much.
possibilities that Oman will qualify for the Super Six.
Yeah. So let's see. So thank you so much, guys, for your time,
Yes, thank
and
you.
We will
Thank
meet
you very much.
tomorrow, and tomorrow we will discuss another topic also. So let's see what will happen, and I hope for a good qualifier match. And tomorrow I will definitely watch this match, especially Zimbabwe versus West Indies. So let's see what will happen. So thank you very much, guys, and thank you
Yes, thank
KFCS
you.
also. So just guys subscribe KFCS and see more videos like this, more exciting previews in upcoming days. So thank you very much. Goodbye and good night.
Yes, good
Good
night.
night.